Stoneware is a vitreous or semi-vitreous ceramic made primarily from stoneware clay or non-refractory fire clay. Stoneware is fired at high temperatures. Vitrified or not, it is non-porous. It may or may not be glazed. Definition and description. One widely recognized definition is from the combined nomenclature of the European Communities, a European industry standard. It states, stoneware, which, though dense, impermeable and hard enough to resist scratching by a steel point, differs from porcelain because it is more opaque, and normally only partially vitrified. It may be vitreous or semi-vitreous. It is usually colored gray or brownish because of impurities in the clay used for its manufacture, and is normally glazed. The key raw material in stoneware is either naturally occurring stoneware clay or non-refractory fire clay. The mineral kaolinite is present but disordered, and although mica and quartz are present, their particle size is very small. Stoneware clay is often accompanied by impurities such as iron or carbon, giving it a dirty look, and its plasticity can vary widely. Non-refractory fire clay may be another key raw material. Fire clays are generally considered refractory, because they withstand very high temperatures before melting or crumbling. Refractory fire clays have a high concentration of kaolinite, with lesser amounts of mica and quartz. Non-refractory fire clays, however, have larger amounts of mica and feldspar. Formulations for stoneware vary considerably, although the vast majority will conform to plastic fire clays, 0 to 100%. Ball clays, 0 to 15%. Quartz, 0 to 30%. Feldspar and commot, 0 to 15%. Stoneware can be once fired or twice fired. Maximum firing temperatures can vary significantly, from 1100 degrees Celsius to 1300 degrees Celsius depending on the flux content. Typically, temperatures will be between 1180 degrees Celsius to 1280 degrees Celsius, the higher end of which equate to Bullseye rings 38 to 40 or Sega cones 4 to 8. To produce a better quality fired glaze finish, twice firing can be used. This can be especially important for formulations composed of highly carbonaceous clays. For these, biscuit firing is around 900 degrees Celsius, and glossed firing 1180–1280 degrees Celsius. Water absorption of stoneware products is less than 1%. 6 categories of stoneware have been suggested. Traditional stoneware, a dense and inexpensive body. It is opaque, can be of any color and breaks with a conchoidal or stony fracture. Traditionally made of fine-grained secondary, plastic clays which can use to shape very large pieces. Fine stoneware, made from more carefully selected, prepared, and blended raw materials. It is used to produce tableware and artware. Italian stoneware, a mix of different clays including a stoneware clay that can be fired at higher temperatures and provides added strength to tableware and artware. Chemical stoneware, used in the chemical industry, and when resistance to chemical attack is needed. Purer raw materials are used than for other stoneware bodies. Alibaba is a popular name for a large chemical stoneware jars of up to 5,000 liters capacity used to store acids. Thermal shock-resistant stoneware has additions of certain materials to enhance the thermal shock resistance of the fired body. Electrical stoneware, historically used for electrical insulators, although it has been replaced by electrical porcelain. Another type, flintless stoneware, has also been identified. It is defined in the UK Pottery Special Regulations of 1950 as stoneware, the body of which consists of natural clay to which no flint or quartz or other form of free silica has been added. History and notable examples. The earliest examples of stoneware have been dated to 1900 BCE in the Indus Valley Civilization. An industry of a nearly industrial-scale mass production of stoneware bangles flourished in the Indus Valley throughout the civilization's mature period. Another early example of stoneware has been found in China, naturally as an extension of higher temperatures achieved from early development of reduction firing. From the various definitions of high-fired ceramics, it is agreed that the earliest stoneware is encountered in the late Shang dynasty in China, with large quantities in production by the Han dynasty. Other notable historical examples include American stoneware, the predominant houseware of 19th century North America. Bartman jug, a type of decorated stoneware that was manufactured in Europe throughout the 16th and 17th centuries, especially in the Cologne region of Germany. Bar paragraph TTG ware, a dark red stoneware developed by Johann Friedrich Bar paragraph TTGR. It is a very significant stage in the development of porcelain in Europe. Caneware, an 18th century English stoneware of a light brown color. It was a considerable advance on the coarse pottery that preceded it but, for use as tableware, caneware was soon displaced by white earthenware. During the 19th and the earlier part of the 20th century, caneware continued to be made in South Derbyshire and the Burton-on-Trent area as kitchenware and sanitary ware. It had a fine textured cane-coloured body with a white knob on the inner surface, often referred to as cane and white. Crouchware, a light-coloured Staffordshire salt glazed stoneware from the early 18th century. It is credited as being one of the earliest examples of stoneware made in England. It was made from a clay from Critch, Derbyshire, the word crouch being a corruption. Rosso Antico, a red, unglazed stoneware made in England during the 18th century by Josiah Wedgwood. It was a refinement of the redware previously made in North Staffordshire by the Ellers. See also, Code Stone, earthenware. Notes and references, notes. References. External links, Beardman jugs from the Avonster Satir provides photographs and history of early Rhenish stoneware vessels, produced circa 16th century–18th century. Japanese stoneware in the collection of the Asia Society.